Hello and welcome, my name is Piera and today I'm here with my June book haul. Now the thumbnail may have deceived you, it looks like I had a few books there, but I promise you I have a lot more. I just physically could not carry them. But if you stay tuned, I'm going to tell you all about them. For those of you who are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to. I bought a lot of books this month. Hey! Yeah, like I have a shitload of books to show you guys. Most of them I got from the Lifeline Book Festival. I have a vlog, you can find it below. But I just thought I'm going to smash through because there's so many of them I don't actually know where to start. First of all, I picked up Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee, which is our name of the book of the month. This book is a superhero YA novel with a bisexual protagonist. Our protagonist has parents who are like superheroes, like the Incredibles, but she doesn't have any powers, so that's like a huge like boo-boo point for her. So she goes and picks up this internship with their like arch nemesis, develops a crush on her fellow intern, chaos ensues. I have already read this book. I didn't love it. You can find my thoughts in my monthly wrap-up from last month. I also read The Queens of Fenburn by Kendari Blake, which is the novella in the Three Dark Crowns series. This one has two novellas, both prequels, like years in the past with the last Oracle Queen, and the other one is of the queens when they are younger. I have read this one and I really loved it, which makes me want to go back and read the other two books because I don't remember loving them, but I want to know why I didn't love them, so I'm gonna go back and read those as well. I also picked up Malice and Valor, which are books 1 and 2 in the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne, which is one of my new favorite fantasy series. Read Malice, I'm halfway through Valor. I'm just super obsessed with them. Set in a world called the Banished Lands where giants and humans used to live, and then they were all like not eradicated, but like eradicated and like hidden away. The book starts with this prophecy where there's going to be this huge god war and there are going to be these two characters who like lead the god war, and it's amazing, and there's elemental magic, and I'm so obsessed. I also bought the third book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. I forgot I had that. So that's also there. Also, I forgot to throw in that I also picked up the fourth book. I also picked up Under Heaven by Guy Gabriel Kay. Actually, this one was given to me by one of my fellow staff members. She said I would probably really enjoy it. It's standalone. I have no idea what it's about. There is this guy who goes to live by this battleground where like thousands of soldiers have died and their ghosts are like screaming out to like be buried. So he goes and like buries all of these bodies. He gets gifted these like magical horses. Apparently like one is rare, but he gets like 250, and then all these people are hunting him. I don't know, I haven't even read the blurb of that. It sounds good, and I'm all about that fantasy. We have similar tastes, so I was pretty happy when she was like, here, I got this for you. From the Lifeline Book Festival, I picked up The Art of War by Sun Tzu, just because it's a book that I've always wanted to read and just never got around to it. All of my favorite books like mention it, reference it, have something to do with it, so I just picked it up. It was like a cheap $2 book, so I was like, I'm gonna get it and read it. I also got Girls Made of Snow and Glass. This one I've seen at work for a long time and just haven't picked it up, but it was at the Lifeline Book Festival. I thought I would pick it up. I have no idea what it's about. I have a feeling that it's either a bisexual or a lesbian romance, but I'm just not 100% sure. I'm hoping that it does. That's why I picked it up. That's what it alludes to. I'm not too sure, so I will let you know. I also picked up The Earthsea Quartet by Ursula Le Guin. This one I know nothing about. Els recommended it once for our like name of the book club, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll pick it up, and it has dragons on the front, and it was there, and it was cheap, and I was like, maybe I'll get to it. I also found an arc of Prince of Fools by Mark Lawrence at the Lifeline Book Fest. Look at that, isn't that exciting? This is the only one of his series that I have not read yet. I've loved his other two series, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. This arc is like pre-maps, so I'm gonna have to go and like find a map because I have no idea what's going on. I think it's set in the same world, but this is on my like immediate TBR list. I also picked up 3 books in the Protector of the Small series by Tamora Pierce. I did, however, not get number 3. So I have number 1, 2, and 4. I don't know anything about these. Tamora Pierce, I read Tempest and Slaughter. I liked Tempest and Slaughter, so I was like, I'm gonna pick these up. But these are like, you know, I'll finish this in an hour. It's so small, the text is so big. I can't imagine it's gonna change my life, but why not? I also picked up The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen. Her new book, The Trader's Game, just came out. I don't know if it's new or they just rebranded it, so hold me to that. I have literally no idea what this is about. I was just looking at it online one day and then walked past it at the book festival and I was like, meh, okay. Hate me for this one. I also got the next 2 books in the Gentleman Bastard series. I know I haven't read Liza Locklamora. I'm gonna try again, okay? I know I've said that I'm not gonna try, but apparently I'm gonna love it, and I know I'm gonna love it if I just smash through it. So I got the second and third books just in case. I also got the first 2 books in the Rain Wild Chronicles by Robin Hobb. I know, why do I buy Robin Hobb if I know I don't like Robin Hobb? Because it's got dragons in it and I'm hoping for the best, okay? I'm optimistic. I got myself a hardcover of The Poppy War by R.F. Kong because it is my favorite book and I wanted to get it in a hardcover. I'm gonna reread it again because it is phenomenal. I have a review to this, I will link it down below. This is one of my new all-time favorite books. I love it. I think you should read it. If you haven't read it yet, go and read it. Be aware it is quite graphic. So there is a trigger warning content on my video. From Lifeline, I also got the Mockingjay hardcover because I needed it to complete my collection. Got Maximum Ride in hardcover because I'm trash. I found the final Red Rising arc that I need at a secondhand book festival and I am living my best life. I thought I would never get my hands on one of these and I walked past and it was just laying there and I was like, God is real. God is real. You best believe I'm gonna read it again this year. Got the Book of M by Peng Shepherd, which I believe has something to do with lost memories. Something is happening like the plague, where like people lose their shadows and then they lose their memories. Maybe zombies. I don't actually know. But I was recommended this one highly, so I thought I'm gonna go and grab it. I also got the first book in the Moorhawk trilogy by Celine Kiernan. I was recommended this by a friend at work. She read Red Rising, loved Red Rising, and she was like, this is my favorite book now, you have to read it. I haven't started it yet, but I'm obsessed with the cover. Like the 3 covers all match up, so I'm super excited for that. I know that cats can talk in this, and I just don't know how I feel about that. It's set in a medieval Europe. I'll get to it, but I don't know how I feel about animals that can talk. Like, with their face. That's weird and completely, like, hypocritical of me because Mr. Kindly, but do you know what I mean? Finally, I picked up A Reaver at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir, which is the 3rd book in the Ember and the Ashes series. I'm gonna reread the first 2 books because I definitely don't remember what's been going on before I get to Reaper, but apparently it's ruining people's lives and making people die. So I was like, I love stuff like that. Oh, but those are all the books I bought in June, I think. Look, it's most of them. I've probably got more, but I just don't remember them. I need to start keeping, like, track of the books that I buy each month. This has been like the biggest month of book buying because of the Lifeline Book Fest. I bought 18 books there. Acquired like a hoarder, like the hoarder dragon, book dragon that I am. I mean, they are all my TBR now. So if you're wondering what my TBR looks like, it's that plus a whole other Billy bookshelf of stuff that I need to read. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. Let me know if you've read any of those or if you recommend I read any of them like first. I like bump them up on my TBR because I don't know where to start. I'm actually overwhelmed for the first time in a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Bye.